Hey guys, welcome to IPINKIT. My name is Ingrid. I'm excited for today's video. I'm gonna divide it on 3 sections, so you're going to be learning a lot today. I made this chocolate chip cookie recipe as allergy friendly as possible. However, if I use one of your allergens, stick to the end of the video where I tell you how you can replace some of the ingredients, and also I share with you those ingredients that are very essential to make this recipe. But on this video, you're going to learn how to make chocolate chips from scratch. I know that sometimes we go to the store and we can't, that was bad. I know sometimes we go to the store and we can't find allergy-friendly chocolate chips, so now you're going to learn how to make them from scratch with only 3 ingredients. Then the next one, let me show you. I'm so excited. So you're going to learn how to make these chocolate chip cookies. These happen to be top 9 allergen-free. They don't have any legumes, they don't have corn, and also they don't have any rice. They are super soft, super chewy. You're going to love them. They have sugar. However, I know a few of you that watch my videos can't eat sugar, so I went ahead and also made another batch, but this is the same recipe, just sugar-free. I can't wait for you guys to learn how to make them. Let's start by making the chocolate chips. You're gonna need a 1/4 cup of cocoa powder, a 1/4 cup of cocoa butter, yet this has to be fully melted, so I will go and microwave it for 30 seconds to 1 minute. I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of monk fruit sweetener. You can go ahead and use regular sugar. Then mix all ingredients until they fully dissolve. If you want your chocolate chips to be sweeter, you can go ahead and add more sugar or a substitute for the sugar. I honestly like them to be very dark in taste. This is the fun part where you're gonna go ahead and add your liquid into the mold. As usual, I'm gonna go ahead and link every single product I use in the description box below. Finally, freeze your molds for 1 hour. As soon as time is up, go ahead and unmold your chocolate chips. It's gonna take a little longer, so be patient. Now let's bake the first batch of cookies. For that you need a cup of sorghum flour, half a cup of oat flour, a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and half a teaspoon of xanthan gum. Now go ahead and add the wet ingredients. 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, a 1/4 cup of applesauce, a 1/4 cup of molasses, 2 tablespoons of vegan butter, and 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. Mix all ingredients and don't be afraid to go with your hands. You can knead the dough this way. I feel like it gives it a better texture. In case that you have some vegan butter clumps, you can easily dissolve them. Lastly, add half a cup of your homemade chocolate chips and mix your dough well. You know, with some cookie dough recipes, you have to refrigerate the dough. This one, I recommend you to work with it immediately because it has baking soda. With that being said, you can use a cookie scoop or you can use your hands and form small little balls. Go ahead and bake them at 350 for 12 minutes. Ooh, 12 minutes later they look like this, freshly out of the oven. I go ahead and smash them. Honestly, this is gonna make them flatter and I prefer it this way. Let them cool down for 15 minutes and then you can serve. Now let's make the sugar-free cookies. Similar ingredients: a cup of sorghum flour, half a cup of oat flour. This is where it changes. I'm using a 1/4 cup of monk fruit sweetener to substitute for the sugar. Let me add half a teaspoon of xanthan gum, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, half a cup of applesauce. Make sure that you're using an unsweetened one. The rest of the ingredients are the same: 2 tablespoons of vegan butter, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. Once again, mix all your ingredients until the dough is formed. While you're forming each cookie ball, go ahead and preheat the oven at 350 Fahrenheit degrees. And similarly, we're going to bake these for 12 minutes. You probably noticed that I didn't add any chocolate chips, and that is because I'm making these cookies for my dad. and he doesn't like chocolate. But if you're making them for yourself, make sure that you add the same chocolate chips that I explained in the beginning. This is the reason why I made them sugar-free, so you had that option. Now look at these cookies freshly out of the oven. Let's go ahead and smash them, let them cool down for 15 minutes, and you can serve. Alright. So I got sugar-free chocolate chip cookies and chocolate chip cookies. Both are allergy friendly, as you realize. The recipe changes a bit, but I want to explain a few things so you understand how it works. You realize that I use a baking soda. The thing is that baking soda needs to be activated, and for that you're going to need the lemon juice as well as the molasses. They are both acidic. They're gonna interact with your baking soda, making sure that your chocolate chip cookies end up being this flat. So really cool to know a little bit about science. Xanthan gum, you gotta be very careful with it because sometimes it can be derived from corn. If it's derived from corn, you can go ahead and switch it. I will switch it for another starch like tapioca starch, or even so, I will use something thickening like chia seeds with a bit of water. It is your call, but I love this recipe so much. In case that you need to make a few adjustments, those are the ones that I will make. When it comes to making the sugar-free cookies, you kind of realize that they're not as flat as the ones that have sugar. And this is because they don't have molasses, and they also use a sugar substitute. So the thing with the sugar substitute is that it is a neutral. So it's not even acidic. And that's why it doesn't interact with the baking soda, yet it still makes them soft enough for you to be able to enjoy them. As I mentioned, both of these are really chewy and soft, but this is because I baked them for only 12 minutes. If you want to, you can bake them for longer so they become hotter. It is your call, just don't bake them for over 20 minutes, otherwise they're gonna get super burned and you can't eat them anymore. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and you learned a little bit about making cookies. Honestly, it changes a lot. One more thing that I gotta add is that if you don't want to use baking soda, but you want to use baking powder, your cookies are gonna look like muffins and they're just gonna get fluffy, That's what baking powder does to them. And baking soda, when it interacts with an acid, they get flat. So now you know. And if you guys would love to continue watching more allergy-friendly vegan videos as well as vlogs, make sure to subscribe to IPINKIT. All you need to do is click this red button down your screen, hit that bell once if you want to receive notifications every time I upload a video. If you would love to get the written recipe, I have made a few changes on my blog, so the link is going to be right here. You can go ahead and copy that recipe, download the recipe, and make them. These are going to be perfect for the holidays, especially for Christmas, now that we can enjoy them with some hot chocolate or just have the kids making them and making sure that these are going to be completely safe for them. I think a lot of the kids nowadays are so obsessed with the puppets. And when you make chocolate chips, it kind of reminds me of the same process. So I know your little ones are going to enjoy this recipe. Also, if you would love to watch more allergy-friendly recipes within the week, then make sure to follow me on Instagram or on TikTok. I am very active on both and I can't wait to see you next week with a brand new video. Thank you guys for watching and I really hope you enjoyed this recipe. Oh, one more thing. Every single product is linked. So I have an Amazon store link on the description box below and you'll be able to see all of the products that I use, but also some of the recommendations that I have where you can get the chocolate chip molds as well as the ingredients that I use on this recipe. Thank you guys for watching. Love you all so much and I'll see you next week with a brand new video. Bye bye!